Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. The iCava World Network's Entrepreneur Jumpstart 2024, diving into government contracting and wealth in franchising. And they're not stopping there. Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. The iCava World Network's Entrepreneur Jumpstart 2024, diving into government contracting and wealth in franchising. And they're not stopping there.
Why government contracting? Very simple. You can make a lot of money. But one of the key things that I see where a lot of businesses struggle is that they haven't figured out, how am I going to contact these entities? How am I going to actually reach out to them?
When you look at how you actually buy things, when you look at how, when you're in a jam and what you're looking for, right? You're looking for the best doctors. If your mama is sick, you don't go to the DVE doctor. Does anybody go to the DVE doctor? Or anybody want the best doctor, the best heart physician, you want the best transplant surgeon? So for me, what I teach people to do is partner up, right? Partner up with the best people.
So the one thing that in this area of government contracting that you can share with the audience, if they do this one thing, it should enable them to be successful and to make everything else that they do easy. If they do this one particular thing, that you know that will help them be successful. Who's ready? All right, Cynthia.
Okay, if you're going to get in the certification space, find out who's the outreach manager or who's the outreach person. Well, okay, Broward County, you will want to talk to Sandy Michael McDonald.
Get a partner with capacity.
There you go. Partner with capacity.
Listen, simplify, and don't try to do everything.
My guys are boaters. We had my conference last year. We were looking for a boat to take out. We're having our conference this year. We're looking for a yacht to take out that whole bunch of people. So you got to talk to people like us. You got to be in the room. So
She's got two.
I won my first contract off of Eric Coffey's free GovCon Giant YouTube videos. And once I won my first contract, I then decided to actually join his course because I needed to know what should I do after.
And how successful have you been?
I've been very successful. I've actually won 4 federal government contracting. So I only do federal government contracting, and I am in construction. We provide facilities maintenance, construction, products, and services.
Had that one store and then decided to expand from that one store into franchising. Now there are over 1,100 stores nationwide, 110 million in net worth from one store.
Anything can be franchisable. You can own the franchise, right? But guess what? If you don't have an operator and an owner, you cannot scale or grow or expand. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way to really build wealth.
And that was just a few minutes of that session. You can imagine what the entire session was like, just sizzling, on fire. So sign up for the next one. Go to the iCavaWorldNetwork.com and you can sign on. And not only that, all these sessions that you may have missed, when you sign up and register for the $149 offer that they're having for all of these sessions, you get the link for all of them. And quite frankly, I have been able to be introduced to so many industries and then see how I can offer my services. Definitely worth the cost. And speaking of government contracting, the Broward and Beyond Business Conference is right around the corner. And I recommend that you register now because last year it sold out. I had the privilege of promoting and covering it. And here's a look at what you might expect. Hundreds of people pouring into the Signature Grand in Davie, Florida for the Broward and Beyond Business Conference. It was sponsored by the Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development with one mission in mind, helping to build businesses.
Everything we buy under $250,000, if I have at least 2 small businesses, small get the bid against small. Don't worry about the big boys. And let's talk about the major opportunities. Yep, we're expanding the convention center. We're building a brand new 800-room, 4-diamond Omni hotel. That's $1 billion project. But did you know that 25% at least of that billion will go to my small businesses. Yes.
I'm Bob Gleason. I'm the Director of Purchasing for Broward County, and today is the day where I get to connect with everybody who has something to sell, goods, services, commodities, products, and we buy things. So we connect the people who buy things with the people who sell things here in the county, and everybody around me here today is somebody that I would like to make contact with and establish some business relationship with. If not for today, then perhaps for the future.
And so what part of the book do you guys manage?
We seem to be the still, as much as we've been doing this for a long time, the best kept secret in Broward County. It's always amazing to me, out of our 80-some thousand businesses in Broward, that have never heard of our office. And we offer such a wide range of resources and free resources and trainings and workshops to get businesses to start, to get them in, start up, and to get them increasing their capacity, to figure out ways to grow their business, not only just in public procurement, but private sector as well.
One of the driving forces behind the conference, getting business owners to become certified vendors for the county.
Everybody here has the opportunity, which they don't always have, to have the certifiers in one place, as well as the people who review the applications. We want the county to prosper. So if the county is buying goods and services, it makes sense that we're able to buy it from companies that are located right here in Broward County. So it's one-stop shopping, and it's a double bite at the apple for those certified firms, because when we put a goal on a project, then if you're not doing it yourself as a primary vendor, you're a subcontractor. And this prime is actively looking for firms that are certified. They need you in order to meet that goal. So it gives you that extra edge, that opportunity. And that's the benefit, really, of getting certified.
The Broward and Beyond Business Conference, which is free to attend, providing an elegant platform for businesses to build relationships. From the inspirational keynote speaker to subject matter experts, this sold-out crowd leaving the Broward and Beyond Business Conference with hands-on resources to help build their businesses.
So because I'm a Broward County resident and also a business owner in Broward County, I wanted to learn about different opportunities for funding and also contracts that are available, and network with those that are providing services for businesses in South Florida.
The Office of Economic and Small Business Development is thrilled with the outcome of our 2023 Broward and Beyond Business Conference. We had over 800 businesses, entrepreneurs, and community partners that came to the signature grant to really celebrate all the resources that we have. We have agencies from the federal government, the state government, local government. We were connecting small businesses to opportunities, to contracting opportunities, to funding opportunities. So we're thrilled with the outcome of the conference, and we would like to invite everybody to join us next year at the 2024 Broward and Beyond Business Conference. We're going to be at the Broward County Convention Center on May 3rd. So May 3rd, 2024, hope to see you at the Broward County Convention Center.
And one final note, Carter Bonus of Spectrum Golf putting on the first annual Autism Awareness Charity Golf Tournament. You know, he named Spectrum Golf after autism because he himself has autism. And he has been sharing and spreading about autism awareness around not only the country, but the world. So be a part of what he's doing, support him. And here's a little bit more about Carter and what he's been doing.
My name is Carter Bonus. I have autism, but autism doesn't have me. I was bullied because of it, but I took my greatest pain and turned it into triumph through the game of golf. Now I am the CEO of my own golf apparel line, Spectrum Golf. I'm a speaker, a sponsor, and I'm Sports Illustrated Sports Kid of the Year. My story is changing the way that the world sees autism. What's your diagnosis?
Hundreds of vendors setting up shop at the PGA show in Orlando, Florida. Among them, 12-year-old Carter Bonus of Spectrum Golf, who spent the first day of the show being interviewed by Whistle Sports Media and Entertainment for an upcoming documentary.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. What is this now? It's the Sports Illustrated.
Carter was also working the floor, passing out business cards to bring attention to his booth.
This is my business card, and I do golf apparel. Our booth number is right here, and you can go to our booth and look up the card.
I will. All right, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
This year, Carter, who is on the autism spectrum, showing off some of his new autism-themed golf gear, 3 styles of gloves, socks, and more. For Carter, this is a family affair, and it's all hands on deck, including Mom.
A 10-year-old founder of a company. Meet Carter, ladies and gentlemen.
The PGA show is where Carter's career skyrocketed, landing his first interview in life live on the Golf Channel, and it hasn't stopped since, making friendships with golf legends like Ernie Els and Alex Checa and former NFL player Doug Flutie, all while zigzagging across the country and the globe. Carter not only displaying his line of golf apparel, but speaking to hundreds of professionals and students, which is quite an achievement because he wasn't verbal until he was 4 years old. This year, Carter and his mom, Dr. Thelma Tinney, inviting John Garcia to join them at their table. He's the CEO of Carter's favorite board game called Table Golf Association.
Carter's always home playing the table golf. So somehow it became a conversation, and he said, are they coming to the PGA show? Maybe they'll have a booth right next to us like last time. And I said, oh, so you cannot work and play the game all day? And he said, no, I'll work, but yeah, call him. That's what it was. Call him and see. So I asked him, was he coming? And he said no. And I said, well, do you want to come? Do you want to share a booth with us? And
my eyes lit up.
Our first time here, one of our friends, great friends, Orca Golf, invited us to come and see what the show is like and share a booth with them. And last year we were by ourselves in the booth, so it made sense to invite John because Carter loves his game so much, and we had space and we love his game.
So, we love Carter. We supported the tournament last year. We're both Coral Springs residents, so it's just a lot of. It's not a coincidence, I think, that we met. Right?
It's not.
One of the biggest highlights at the PGA show was the PGA Fashion Show. Only a limited number of vendors invited to walk the catwalk, including Carter's brand of Spectrum Golf. By Carter's response, you can tell it was a special moment for him and his family. To learn more about Carter and his line of golf apparel called Spectrum Golf, go to cartersspectrumgolf.com.
What you need to understand is your phones as a business owner and your iPads, you don't need to have with me, your marketing department, if you know how to use your phones. Reporter's primary job is to tell the story, but a producer's primary job is to sell the story. And while this is important to you, because this is what you need to do as well for social media, because social media is your audience.
We want to give you a scholarship to come and be a part of Florida Memorial University.
Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories. I am Jacqueline Jimenez and I am live in London, getting ready for the London's New Year's Day Parade, where Marjorie Stoneman Douglas of Parkland, Florida, the Eagle Regiment, was invited to perform here. It has been an extraordinary week, and I'm so looking forward to sharing the stories of what they've been doing the week that they've been here. Hello, I'm Jacqueline Jimenez with Newsworthy Stories, and what I'm finding is astounding. I've been using my cell phone and an iPad Pro to generate news coverage all over the world, and it's something any business or nonprofit or corporation can do because your cell phone goes with you wherever you go. Your marketing department doesn't. As a news producer for over 30 years and media strategist, I've been able to help Carter Bonus of Spectrum Golf go from securing his first interview live on the Golf Channel. That coverage led to him walking the Chubb Classic with the legendary Ernie Els. Now he's Sports Illustrated Sports Kid of the Year in less than a year. He's also been named a spokesperson for the UPS Be Unstoppable campaign, which included tickets to the Masters. Plus, he was selected for Doug Flutie's Stars of the Spectrum Golf Team, a competitive league for autistic golfers.
You just have to put your mind to it.
On tonight's 7 Spot.
Part of his success is due to teaching his parents how to shoot video in a way the media would use it on air, and in a way I could produce news stories specifically for social media. That way we could own the messaging.
We want to give you a scholarship to come and be a part of Florida Memorial University.
Carter and his line of golf apparel are now known around the world, and he's just scratching the surface. For Janice Giles of Railbrook Elderberry Products, her business was highlighted in her new location on Black Friday twice. All the pictures and videos they use, shot from my iPad. I've even taken my iPad to the U.S. Virgin Islands with James Amps of Amps International LLC to bring to light the greatest threat in the region, food sustainability and conservation. In partnership with the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service, along with the University of the Virgin Islands School of Agriculture, James held his intensive AMPS Entrepreneurship Leadership Institute retreats to generate interest among the youth in agriculture and conservation, and it's working. This global story gaining the attention of the Virgin Islands Consortium, who shared a 5-minute story on our first retreat in St. Croix, then shared this article on the retreat in St. Thomas. The Caribbean Broadcast Network is also sharing our stories, along with the Westside Gazette in Miami. A medical supply company that opened up in the heart of COVID was one of the first stories I produced during the pandemic. They went from virtually no business at all to nonstop customers.
So we were just opening the store, and obviously, no real budget to do any immediate marketing. We didn't really have our proper signage yet. We didn't have signage outside. So we were new store without any visibility. So in Jacqueline coming in and saying, you need to get visible. You're an essential business. We need to talk about your store. We need to get it out there. What she produced was a news story. Before we had the story, we really just had a couple of people kind of walking by. Then the story broke. Then we had people coming in saying, we saw your story. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, you have a crafter. You're working with someone locally. And then people just attach themselves to that. They want to feel a part of community, and local news stories on local, with a local reach is really so impacting. It has just been so important for us to have that. We're so appreciative of that opportunity. We would have never known how to do that. It's really meant a lot of business to get our name out there on social media.
Using video shot mostly on the phones of Pilates instructors all over the world, I was able to produce stories about Pilates Day for the Pilates Method Alliance. I was also able to produce multiple stories for 2 of their conferences, the last one in Las Vegas. I tell people all the time I'm not a videographer, but after working with the pros for decades, I just know what to shoot. And it's really essential for social media, especially when you're trying to create original content on a daily basis. But I don't always shoot video from my iPad. I also have a team of professional camera crews that will shoot intimate settings or corporate events. The ICAPA World Network is a perfect example. It maximizes its signature events through story, generating interest in the organization and providing a tool for every guest to share on their social media sites, highlighting honorees and sponsors.
If you don't network, you might not work.
The cybersecurity experts at Land Infotech using their stories to open doors about how they've been impacting the community throughout COVID. Instead of them talking about how great their efforts have been, they simply shared my story. Give people an idea of how you've been using this story to your benefit on social media and promos and whatnot.
It's better than having a website or a business card. We use it as intros to all different events. We use it to our vendors because we represent various manufacturers, and now we're showing them what we're doing to the community. And it's not just coming from my mouth; it's coming from the hard work of Jacqueline, of course, and as well as our customers. And in some of the pieces, they're not even customers; they're people that we've just wanted to help. And we don't do this just for clients. We want to help everyone in the community.
The impact of their stories, expanding their reputation as a business leader in their industry to a leader in the community as well.
Eventually, what will happen is he will get paid moving forward because everyone sees the value in what he's brought to the table. We're just very lucky and fortunate to have Land Infotech.
For nonprofits like the Healing Arts Institute of South Florida, Media Strategies and Stories helped secure grants worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to offer no-cost mental health services primarily across the state of Florida. It also helped generate grants because funders could see their work.
What would you like to tell the kids who maybe have a diagnosis like you have, maybe autism or ADHD or something? What do you want to tell them?
That it's okay to feel different, but when you're upset, really upset, just talk to someone you trust.
Healing Arts continues to impact the community not only with therapy, but by sponsoring family fun events, helping children and families heal from the trauma of the pandemic and more. Franchisors and business executives who offer services in multiple states are finding they can take the same story idea and get coverage in 2 places at once.
First, I have to say that Jacqueline did a fabulous job of writing up a press release, not just for us, but also for our franchisee, Tammy Krakalici, who is in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. And as a matter of fact, you were 2 for 2, Jacqueline, because not only did we get covered yesterday by the NBC affiliate WPTV, Channel 5 in West Palm Beach, Tammy this afternoon was covered for 2 hours by her local TV stations up in Massachusetts.
Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories. I am Jacqueline Jimenez and I am live in London.
While in London supporting the Eagle Regiment Marching Band from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, I was able to generate news coverage from Channel 10 News in Miami before they played in London's New Year's Day parade. When the band returned back to South Florida, Channel 10 met them at the airport for an exclusive story. The Eagle Regiment is heading to the Macy's Day Parade next. Guess who I'm going to call first? While I enjoy covering and producing stories, the most important aspect of Newsworthy Stories are the workshops and masterclasses that are based on my handbook, How to Get Television News Coverage. It's easier than you might think. I can train your entire business or organization how to generate news stories so you'll have original content and you won't have to rely on stock photos to tell your story. The reason why Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are so popular is because people are genuinely curious. They want to learn more about you. And when they do, it creates customer loyalty and it puts fuel on personal branding. It just out the window.
I'm a profound believer in exposure, profound believer in vision. Because even the Bible says, without vision, the people will perish.
Make no mistake about it. I want every client's story to go beyond my abilities. So I go to the master. I pray over every project and the purpose behind it. And I believe that's the success behind Newsworthy Stories. Our stories are raising awareness, changing lives, and building businesses. And the driving force behind what we do is the impact it has on the community.
Relationship, relationship, relationship.
From personal profiles of success stories to cyclists joining in solidarity, there are news stories all around you. I am on a journey, and the media is a mission field. There's a story in your service. Let me help you share it.